as the winner. It's kind of like golf in the fact of you want to try and have like 1 point is going to win for you. Ooh, and we see an interesting little facet to the game. Right away when we come in, Jude is able to go through what they call red doors by the color of the door. It actually will put him into this hallway, and he'll bounce out somewhere on the map, somewhere completely different here. He gets lucky enough to get into one of the rooms where he has a legendary box right there for him, and then a special box that usually comes with some kind of special either perk or gun or something like that. He was able to pick up an advanced UAV, which will show him not only where everybody is, but which way they are moving to.
Where's that recon? Send it over.
Copy.
A sentry gun.
Scanning for hostiles.
It looked like there was a special melee weapon in there for him too, but he's able to start the match off really quickly, already accumulating $3,500. He's got a legendary gun in his hands. It looks like it might be that C95, which is going to be a semi-automatic rifle, and he already has 2 people in his sights right next to him. And as you can see, not only does it give him their locations, but actually shows arrows on which way they are looking, which way they are moving, all sorts of stuff. So he's looking at possibly taking advantage of that right off the bat. Looking to try and possibly maybe push one of these. Changes his mind, probably a good decision. And is playing a little bit more of the conservative game, it looks like, trying to see if maybe they can wait him out of a building or something. But also you see down there on the bottom left hand side, if you are new to the game, that bottom left hand side is his HUD. It shows where his health is. The white bar is his health in general. The 3 blue bars above it are your armor plates, so you can put up to 3 in at a time. Oh, and we've got action already. As you can see, all of his armor plates were depleted. He's now going to put 3 more in, so he's got armor replenished and is ready to go back into this gunfight. But he picked up an armor satchel in that room, which typically you can only hold up to 5 armor plates, but with that satchel acquired, he can hold up to 8 armor plates now, which you can pick up from either floor loot. So what we call floor loot is just basically guns and items, as it sounds like, just sitting there on the floor, kind of like that gun sitting right in front of him right there. Or you can open them from chests. And so typically he probably would have already ran through all 5 of his plates in this battle, but he had 8 to deal with, so he's able to put his last 3 in. And right next to that you can see, well, below it you can see the amount of money he has. Those money can be used at buy stations, as you can see the green shopping cart on his upper left hand map up there. He can buy different things like the UAV that we saw earlier. He can buy loadout drops, which we might see come into play later. All sorts of awesome things. And then to the right of that backpack looking thing down there that says 1, which means he has 1 armor plate in his satchel that he can use. Oh, and he grabs another legendary box. That's 2 already to start this match off. That's great. He has not only a gas mask, but it is gold, which means it is a durable gas mask. And so it's got 6 bars next to it. Typically with a normal gas mask, every second, or they call it every tick, takes away one of those bars, and once all of those bars are gone, your gas mask is depleted. But for a durable gas mask, as the orange one, oh, we've got a door open in front. Jude's able to get his first kill of the game. That was just poor timing by the person in front of him. But as I was saying, that'll take 2 seconds, 2 ticks every time to get rid of those bars. So that gas mask particularly will last twice as long as a normal gas mask. Oh, he's looking to possibly grab kill 2 of the match. Oh, just barely. As you can see, when you hit somebody, you see the white marker come up next to it with the armor satchel. That means that you started to take away some of their shield. Once you hit them and it turns blue, that means that you've taken away all of their armor and they have no armor left. And if you are hitting them and you get what's called hit markers, so those little kind of X that comes around it, and there's no armor signal next to it, that means that they are being hit and it's taken away from just their normal health and they have no armor left. So that last hit marker, he was very close to being able to grab another kill right there. So there's white, so that means that he hit just some armor. There's blue, it's cracked, and there's a headshot elimination. That's 2 kills so far for Jude. This is what we like to call popping off. He's looking for a place to set down that turret, which is basically just a big old machine gun that's going to run by itself. If anybody comes in front of it, it's just going to start firing at people. He makes the decision to put it down in the road, facing the other way so he can possibly see if somebody's trying to sneak up behind him. Pretty good little strategy there for him. He knows that there was somebody at least at one point in time in that building over there. Check it out to see if maybe he can grab another kill here. It looks almost as though he's currently in the circle, so he's not going to have to worry about gas pushing him. So he's just probably trying to rotate and find a good spot to kind of hunker down here for a little bit and see what's going to happen next. He's picking up all the loot from the last kill that he just made. That's a munitions box he's able to throw down, which is going to allow him to replenish all of his ammo, not only his bullets, but his so he's got throwing knives as his lethal. So he now has the maximum amount of throwing knives, and he's also got an armor box in his repertoire, so if he ever gets down on those 8 armor plates that he has in his satchel, he can throw that down and replenish all the way up to 8. It's a pretty good little start and pretty good little setup for him so far. Like we said, he will go all the way. You get all the points to where you place at the end. So if it was over right now, he would get 56 points if he was to die, which he will not. Knock on wood. And then for every kill, you get -2 from your final score. Oh, I jinxed him. That's on me. That's on me. I totally did.
Survive and you can redeploy. Just wait for
He
your
had somebody
turn
hiding
now.
right
Be
up there up
ready.
top and was just waiting for him to walk around the corner. So now that he was eliminated, he's going into what's called the gulag. He'll be matched up with one other person down in the area that you'll see down here kind of below. They will go mono-e-mono, one-on-one. Whoever finishes that either is able to eliminate their opponent or captures the flag in the amount of time that appears in the middle for overtime, or ends the round with less damage done to them. They will be respawned into the match. Oh, and Jude's able to pull off his gulag win. He is back in the match, back in action, and that gives him his 3rd elimination and kill of the game. Here's the loadout drop that we talked about. We'll see what play he makes on it, if he's just going to go straight forward or play a little bit cautious and work around it. That loadout, in the pre-match lobbies or whatever, you can create what's called your loadout. It lets you choose your guns and a couple perks. Basically, your full, I keep saying the word, but it really describes it well. Your full loadout. So everything you have, your guns, your lethals, your tacticals, your perks, everything that your character does and uses comes in that loadout. So if he's able to get over there, as you can see, there's 2 boxes it looks like. One of those boxes is his and one of those is somebody else's loadout that they can go and obtain. If he's able to get there, it gives him an advantage over everybody else that doesn't have their loadout, and if he uses it better than other people with their loadout, it gives him an advantage over no matter who has theirs. Lots of different perks. And as you heard there in the game audio, it tells him an enemy is dropping into the area around. Oh, and it looks like they might have picked his building. He's going to mount his gun up and see if he's going to run up the stairs here. And he does, and Jude's able to grab another elimination. He's got 4 so far. That is going to automatically take 8 points off of his final score. Oh, and he tries to get that drop shot, but he's not able to. If I saw correctly, he's going to come in 43rd, but we had 4 kills, so that's going to take 8 points off of his total score. That'll put him in that ranking right there. And like I said, he gets 2 matches today. They're going to play 2 matches. So we will just kind of spectate and follow with this one and see how this finishes out. And then after this match, it takes about 15 minutes, they say. They're going to get the next lobby up and rolling. And then Jude will have a chance to be able to go and take that match.
some recon up. I'll drive. Requesting recon on my position.
As I mentioned before, we're just spectating out this match because Jude's next match will come after. He'll play in the same lobby that he's in right now. So I think there was 72 total players that came into this lobby. So he'll play with those same 72 in a game or in a match after this one again. And they accumulate the total points that you get from both matches and then rank you according to that for the week. Oh, man. Lost all of his shield there too. He was trying to peek and see somebody coming from the gas and actually got hit in the window. And then as the season goes on, you just keep moving up rankings according to how you finish in your weeks. And then in the end game, really, it's just trying to find yourself in the top. I want to say it's 60, but I'm going to look here in a minute of how many players will move on into playoffs. And I believe that it's just a playoff match, and whoever wins it all is the granddaddy champion of them all. see up on the numbers on the top, that eyeball is how many people is watching. It looks like I'm not even gonna try and T-Rex, whatever it is. That's how many people are spectating with us. So that's how many people stayed in the lobby, and then, or is watching this person. And then body right there with 5 means there's 5 people left in this match, and they have 9 kills. So right now they're sitting with negative 18 points coming at the end. They would only have 5 points on top of them, so they would be sitting at a negative 13 right now, which would be a great score. And so we'll see if maybe who we are spectating is able to pull off this win or not. It's always interesting to see different strategies. You always see somebody who is driving around in a truck at the very end, seeing if they can pick up a couple of kills right there. And it is good because it's armored. Like, that is a truck for you that's going to take all the shots and everything. But at the same time, everybody on the map sees where you are. Big move right there with the MAC-10. Oh, not able to grab that second kill. Is he gonna self-revive? Is the guy not gonna see that he's self-reviving right there? Oh no! Oh, and he ran out of ammo! Oh, he had him too! He was too busy on the sentry gun, does not focus on the guy respawning, self-reviving, and we actually lose the last kill right there. The guy was so focused on the sentry gun, he was shot from distance up on the hill. Oh, just a heartbreaking way to end right there. Would have loved to have seen that final kill. And it looks like CBC Grim is able to pull off the victory there.
That's tight disrespectful. 68.
We'll come back over to my cam.
Hold on. I gotta take a picture of this. I
Sometimes
realize don't want to take a picture of this.
we definitely
I
get
ain't
out of
gonna
there
lie
because
to you, bro.
sometimes those post game lobbies can get a little crazy with the chat. So, but as we said, Jude was able to have a great showing. He was just a couple shots away from being able to stay alive there. Pulls that 43rd place, and he had 4 kills, so it'll take away 8. And if I do my math correctly, that should put him, let's see, 43rd. You take away 3, then you take away 5. He's going to be at 35. Did I do my math correct there? 35. And then what we talked about earlier is there's going to be another match coming up in about 15 minutes. What happens now for our NJCAAE admin is there is a Google form that actually is actually a really smart way and cool way for them to do it. They will look at their match stats and take a screenshot of that so that the people who are accumulating the points and seeing the standings for them, they see exactly what place the person came in, and they'll also see their stats so they can see how many kills they ended up with, so they're able to take those points off for them. It was a really good showing. I'm actually really excited to see what the strategy is. Maybe Jude will change his strategy for match 2 if he stays the same. It was just a couple of shots, like we said, away from working really well and getting him another kill, placing him higher in that placing. So we'll see if he wants to stick with the same strategy or be a little bit more conservative, maybe not get into so many gunfights. It'll just be interesting to see what he chooses. I did hear some chatter between matches while we were watching spectate about the possibility of maybe looking into some different guns to use. There's just so many aspects and facets that come into this game, from how aggressive do you want to be out of the get-go? Where do you want to land out of the helicopter? Because there's different loot everywhere. Sometimes it's a little bit of luck of the draw too, where you land. Could you get a couple of legendary crates like Jude saw early in his match? Accumulate some more of that money, get some more of those higher tiered guns. All sorts of stuff. What kind of loadouts do you want to use? What kind of strategy do you have? Are you a close range? Are you a long range? Do you use certain perks? There's all sorts of different perks. There's some that are called, if you're really interested in the perks, you can definitely look them up online, but you get 3 of them. There's one called Ghost, which doesn't let you appear on any of the UAVs, on heartbeat sensors that player have, all that kind of stuff. There's High Alert, which on the screen, if you see somebody using High Alert and all of a sudden one of the sides of their screen flashes yellow or turns yellow, it means that somebody from that side is looking at them, but as the player, obviously you can't see, so it's usually either the side or from the bottom, which means that somebody is seeing you from behind. And I think my camera is actually trying to autofocus along with that TV, so I'm going to push it down a little bit. You guys are going to see my forehead for a second. All right, there we go. I think the changing was messing with the autofocus above me, so but there's just a lot of different tactics, a lot of different strategies, a lot of different areas that go into this game on how you play it. And so we saw a lot of different gameplay there at the end. We saw the very classic end of the game, small circle, somebody driving around in a truck, seeing if they can run over a couple people, not get shot through the window, all that kind of stuff. We saw somebody drop a sentry gun down there, which in turn ended up winning the game for whoever that was, if it was their sentry gun or not, because whoever took second was just a little bit too concerned about trying to knock out that sentry gun and just never saw those shots coming at them, and they were able to finish them off there. So it'll be very interesting to see how match 2 plays out here. While we've got this little bit of a break going on, I want to remind all of you guys watching, whether you're live or watching recorded, if you're watching recorded, what's up, YouTube? We, tomorrow night and every Thursday for that case, from 6 to 8 p.m., our esports center here at Grace Harbor College in Aberdeen, Washington is open to all. We are going to have a couple of computers here who are priority to students. That way, our students here on campus are feeling the love. We've got players on our team that need to feel the love, and so they'll get priority on those. But it's just going to be a couple of them. And once again, that's just priority. It doesn't mean that it's blocked off from your community members. It just means that if there's a community member and a student right there that want to play at the same time, that priority is going to go over to the student. But that's not going to be every console that we have in here, every station that we have in here. It's just going to be a few of them. But the biggest thing we want to do is we want to see people here in the esports center. We're super excited to be able to finally open our doors. Last year was really shut down. This year, we've been opening up more and more. Just a reminder that if you are coming with us, you do need to wear a mask. And we are going to be pretty strict on that, making sure that that's up and all that kind of stuff, because we definitely want to do our part in trying to really we don't want to put an end to this. Like we want to be able to go around and not have this virus sticking around. So we want to do our part in that. So wearing a mask, if you're fancy like me, you figure out that you can put your mask up and around your earmuff, your headset, and then it doesn't pull in your ears as much. So I'm actually pretty comfortable right now. Works perfect. Anyways, we have controllers here to check out. You can use. We have headsets that you can use here. We have games for the Switches that you can be able to use. We've got Super Smash Bros. We've got Mario Kart. We've got Splatoon 2. We've got all sorts of things. We've got a PlayStation 4 over there. It's got Madden. It's got FIFA. It's got 2K. All the sports games your heart could desire over there. And then we've got all of our gaming stations. Actually, as Jude is playing on right now, he plays Warzone on one of our PCs here, which are super high end. They're awesome. They have the capability to download pretty much any game, especially if you want to play something, we can figure out how to get that rolling for you. They're all pretty much all of our varsity games that we have here, titles that we have here. So Overwatch, Valorant, Rainbow Six, League of Legends, Call of Duty Warzone, all sorts of things. Gunfight already downloaded and ready to roll on our PCs. If you want something different, maybe you're coming in to play Among Us. Maybe you're coming in to play, I don't know, what other games? Rocket League. That actually is one of our varsity games anyways. Whatever you decide that you want to play. I think actually I saw that we have the Artemis simulator on there, so you can come in with a couple of your buddies and learn how to run a spaceship. We just want to have a ton of fun. We're going to have, like you see a little bit behind me, we're going to have TVs on in here. We're going to be playing different Twitch streams. We're going to have some music going. We can even turn down the lights a little bit if your eyes are getting tired. I like to turn the lights down and take a little bit of a nap in here because these chairs, are so comfy, like unreal comfy. So we just want to have a really good time with you. We want to continue to grow our community, and we want you to join in online with us too. Come and see what some of our we're going to have players in here, we're going to have students in here, we're going to have community members. Come check out and see what they're doing. Be active in the chat, be communicating back and forth with us. We'll talk back and forth with you, and just have a ton of fun. We're really excited for it. It's just going to continue to grow as we go through the year, but we just want to continue to grow both locally and around in our electronic community, and just having a lot of fun with that. It is Thursday also, and I am also a big football fan. So we actually will do everything we can to have the football game on in here too. So if you're a big football fan and you want to come play some games, you'll probably be watching the game with me while we're playing. All sorts of stuff. We're gonna have some really fun things up on the board. We might be having some jackbox and all that kind of stuff, because the ultimate goal is to try and pack this place. The max capacity it shows over there is 55. I would love to get to the point where we have to start worrying about that max capacity. And so if we get to the point where there's more people in here than there are gaming stations, we'll have activities for them to do. We'll have some board games in here. Lots of fun just being able to hang out, and just having a good time. But uh, we are, if you're just joining us, we're in the middle of our match break for Call of Duty Warzone. Jude Gorman is our solo player here. Took 43rd, had 4 kills, which will take off 8 points. So he got 35 points from that first match, and it is scoring on where it's kind of like golf. You want to have the lowest score. So you get the amount of points of where you place, and then -2 points for every kill. So it'll be interesting to see where we're able to place next match, and see how many kills, how aggressive he is, all that kind of stuff, and we'll be able to watch with him. It's a pretty exciting time. I think 72, I want to say. I think there were 72 total players in the lobby with Jude. So we know for sure he's at least scoring 72. So, or no more than 72. So we got that going for us. But we're having a lot of fun here. We had some Smash Bros going on earlier. I think we ended the day 2-2. We had 2 victories, and 2 of our players were not able to pull off their victories, but totally okay. Really good fights, all good stuff. We had a couple of players who were kind of testing out and experimenting with maybe some different mains, some different characters that they wanted to play with, and so they're trying to see what's going on there, maybe if they want to switch up, all that kind of stuff. But a really good showing. You'll see in our social medias later. We'll always try and pump out something about our finishes and our matches for that day. The wins, the losses, the placements that we have wherever Jude finishes up place in the leaderboards. We want to try and show love to our varsity players at all times. But I will say, if you were able to be with us for our Smash Bros stream earlier today, we were able to watch Dragon and his match. Wow, what a show that was. We captured some fantastic clips during it. So we're excited to be able to show those to you. We're gonna use our social media to be able to get some of those out. It was a really fantastic match. He was able to take the 3-0 sweep. Really awesome to watch. Another one of our brand new Smash players was able to grab their victory. And it was super fun to watch too, because it was a Bowser versus Bowser matchup. Who is the best Bowser of them all? And Luke was able to pull it off. So that was really awesome and exciting to see. And hopefully as we go, we were planning on being able to see multiple matches. Some things came up for location for some of our players, and then one of the lobbies took quite a while to get into. Just some communication there, and going back and forth, and some network and trying to get through and everything. And so we weren't able to be quick enough to get the next match onto our stream, but that's totally okay. We will continue to get better from here, I guess. So we're very excited for all of our teams, but we were really thrilled to see the Smash team and where they performed from week 1. We're just in week 1 here. We actually just started school 3 days ago, so a lot of our players just stepped foot back onto campus in the last couple months. 3 days ago. On Monday, we had a FIFA player in here who hadn't even had a chance to practice yet, and so the first day of school was your first match. Was able to hunker down and put up a really good fight, but definitely played a very skilled player and wasn't able to come out with that victory. But we're really excited to see what happens next week with that. Tomorrow, like I said, we do have Thursday night gaming from 6 to 8. But along with that, on our stream before, we have 2 of our players are coming in and they are going to participate in Call of Duty Cold War gunfight. They're going to do a 2v2 gunfight. So they'll run through different maps and different rounds. Each round, you and your teammate will start on one side of the map. The other 2 teammates will start on the other side of the map, or the other team will start on the other side of the map. You'll go, and basically it's just a match of who can eliminate the other team before they eliminate you. You'll win your round and continue to go on from there. And I believe it's a best of 5 with them. So it could be a quick game. It could be a long game if they keep tying and everything. So we're really excited for that. And then after Call of Duty Gunfight, we are going to be heading into a Valorant varsity match, which is super exciting. I'm really excited for it. I've seen the Valorant team practice a couple times now. They've gotten a couple practices in already this week, so they are ready to roll for tomorrow. They're very excited for it. I was hearing a lot of the communication during their practices and everything, and they're starting to gel and form even better as a team. I wouldn't say most of them. I think about half of them are returners from last year, and then half of them are new. Every year, especially in a community college, you're going to get turnover on your teams because you only get them for 2 years. So it'll be exciting and interesting to see how those teams continue to gel and continue to become closer and communicate better and move better together as the season goes. So I'm really excited to see where they start in week 1. And then on Friday at 3 p.m., as you can see, I keep looking over here because that's my big old schedule that I've made over there. So I make sure that I say things right. At 3 p.m. on Friday, we have our Overwatch varsity match that's going to be going on. I'm really excited for that Overwatch team. We have some fantastic players on there. I've seen some of the players playing on their own. I've seen some of them playing with their team throughout the week and all that kind of stuff. And so I'm really excited to see how they come together. That is always an interesting finding of the first time that your team comes together, because there's certain roles in your Overwatch and there's certain roles in so many different games of which players play what. Tanks who take a lot of damage and be that frontline person. You've got healers that are in the back doing exactly what their role states, and being able to be that support for the team and being able to heal players as they go, and really trying to get those big strikers to continue to make the damage. And so it'll be interesting to see how teams come together, because there could be a time when all 6-year players, 5-6-year players come in and they're like, hey, I like to main with a healer. I'm usually a healer and all that kind of stuff. And then you have to figure out, okay, well, some people need to transition to some different roles. So it's very exciting to see that. We had our Rainbow Six team was in yesterday and was ready for their varsity match. Sadly, they were not able to partake in their varsity match. We did not have a opponent to go. So they do get the win off a forfeit, which, all right, that's what we like to hear. But we're able to stick around with them for a little while and watch them run some quick matches, which was really exciting to see. And I think they ran about 4 or 5 while we were in here. So it was really awesome to see the communication and the teamwork continue to build as they go through. A lot of the players yesterday, it was the first time seeing each other or meeting each other in person and everything. So you could tell that at first they weren't quite acclimated with each other, and they started to get even more acclimated with each other as they went through. So once again, I think it's just going to be the story for our teams all year. Basically, is it'll be interesting to see how they continue to gel, continue to mesh, and continue to improve. And really, the biggest thing of all is finding a way into playoffs. So we've got 8 weeks of regular season. Finding your way into playoffs, and then once you're getting into playoffs, hitting your stride from there. So being the best team that you can be from there, being on top of your game from there. It's just continuing to improve, and then trying to be the best team you possibly can be as you're going into playoffs. So it'll be really exciting from all of our different teams. We've got Rocket League, we've got FIFA, we've got Rainbow Six, Super Smash Bros, Warzone, which Jude is playing for us right now. We've got Gunfight, Valorant, and Overwatch. So every day of the week we got something going on. We've got 2 varsity matches on Monday, varsity match on Tuesday, 2 on Wednesday, 2 on Thursday, and then Overwatch by itself on Friday, and that doesn't even include our community game nights on Thursday. We are very excited with where this program is going. We are very excited with the steam we have behind it and the steam we continue to make as we go through. It's been really exciting so far, and we're only in week one. And we're only halfway through week one. So I'm really excited to see how the season continues to go, how we continue to grow as a program. We're getting all of our jerseys are coming in, all sorts of stuff. So we're just really excited to continue to grow this brand that has already been started here at Grace Harbor College and just continue to run with it. Super excited for it. I think we're still in that waiting stage a little bit. Nice. Our lobby's loaded. Look at that. I love to see it. Yeah, and so it looks like Jude's basically just waiting for them to start up the lobby and seeing what we can do there. But if you're a student at home, maybe you attend Grace Harbor College already, and you want to be a part of this program here, maybe you're really interested in coming and playing on these streams. Maybe you want to be part of one of these teams, whether it be this quarter. It's not too late this quarter. We are in, like I said, week one of the season, but it's not too late. If you're interested in coming and joining a team right now, please come and talk to us in the esports center, or shoot an email my way, esports@ghc.edu. Lots of awesome stuff going on here. But basically all you have to do is be a full-time student, so be enrolled in 12 or more credits. Usually is somewhere around 3 classes for the quarter, and all we're going to ask from you is that you continue to be a great student, and you maintain above a 2.0 GPA. And if that is you and you're interested, please come in at any time. Please reach out, join this program. If maybe competitive gaming isn't your thing, but you're really interested in the stream, you're really interested in different things on our Discord and all that kind of stuff, come on in. We've got ways that you can help. We've got things that you can do, all sorts of stuff. Maybe you're a graphic designer. That'd be fantastic. You can continue to help us, maybe with logos that we're going to come out with, different flyers that we have, different promotional items that we have, all sorts of awesome stuff. And so basically, if you want to be part of this program, we're going to find a role, we're going to find a spot for you, and it's going to be really awesome. If you're not full-time right now and you're like, oh man, I'm really interested in that program and I got to get full-time, we've got tons of advisors here on campus that can help out with that. If you don't know where to start, like I said, reach out to me, reach out to our program, and we can point you in the right direction. We've got fantastic resources here on campus. We've got fantastic advisors that can help with maybe your plan to graduation, your plan to your degree, what classes you should go and take, all that kind of stuff. We've got fantastic resources in the form of tutoring and writing centers and learning centers that can help you out with your schoolwork as you go. And then we've got just a bundle of people and employees and staff here who are excited for you to be here and part of this college. And so they are going to do everything they can to continue to enhance your educational experience here. I get to be biased a little bit because I help over in the student life office too. They've got fantastic student and staff over there who are their whole goal is to continue to enhance your educational experience, whether that be going and talking to the board about different things that you need to be a better student here, to have a better experience here. Or like today, you walk through the hub, which is our student union building here, and they've got cornhole set out for you. You're able to go and in between classes play a couple of games and have all sorts of fun. I heard that there's probably going to be some games out in the hub again tomorrow. So if you're a student and you're walking through, feel free to stop. Feel free to come and play some games. Whatever they have out and available, always take advantage of that. Take as much as you can. On Tuesdays from 10 to 2, the student life office actually runs our food pantry here on campus. So if you are interested in food, I am always very much interested in food. I love food. It is my driving force to a lot of different things. So the food pantry is definitely near and dear to my heart. But they have a food pantry here on campus in the 100 Hub Student Union building, the Hillier Union building, that is actually there to provide you food. I heard that this week they had bags of frozen chicken in there. They have the Foster Farms chicken, like chicken breasts and stuff like that. That's fantastic. You take it home, you can cook it up. They have ready to go boxes. If you're in a hurry, you can just come in and grab a box, and it's got a lot of different staples for meals in there that you can make, some snacks, all that kind of stuff. They've got drinks in there all the time. They've got all sorts of snack foods. They've got canned goods, all sorts of things to be able to fill your pantries, to be able to fill your cabinets at home. No matter where you are, there is food that they have available to be able to get that nutrition and that food value into your body. So no matter your situation, please feel free to come on Tuesdays from 10 to 2 in the 100 building here on campus. And like I said, take advantage of that. Take some food, all sorts of good stuff. We've got our trio department here on campus that can help with first generation students, low income students, disabled students, all sorts of stuff, being able to help them not only here, but help them progress to wherever they want to get next to in their careers, whether it be a higher institution, whether it be a career, a job, all sorts of stuff. We've got a fantastic athletic department here on campus. I've been walking through and seeing both the basketball teams practice, the baseball teams all around. I've seen the softball team walking in and out. The soccer team is already underway in their season. I actually walked by their van today as they were off to their game. There's a lot of great stuff going on here. We've got a fantastic nursing department. If you are interested in the health sciences whatsoever, you can start here easily. You can end here easily if you want. Like I said, we have our nursing department right here on campus. It's one of the best in the nation for sure. I've had a lot of privileges of being able to work with them. I am nowhere smart enough, and my hands are way too shaky to be able to do a lot of the stuff that they do in the nursing department. So I was not part of the nursing department, but in my time at the student life and working as working with activities over there and being the student body president for a short time, I was able to work with them, and it was a lot of fun. So like I said, if you want to be part of this campus, if you want to be part of this program, we've got a spot for you. We've got a lot of fun coming your way. And speaking of fun coming your way, in my headset, I can hear some gunfire going off a little bit, and so I think that means it looks like Jude is actually loading up into the loading lobby right now. They are getting ready to get underway with match 2, which means you guys don't have to stare at my mug anymore or hear my voice just ramble on and on.
Enough practice. Time for the real thing. Battle Royale. Gas is approaching your position. Move to the safe zone.
So as you saw there on the map, he pulled it up and there was a straight line that goes through. That was the path that those helicopters are going to go. And so you'll see where it's going to continue to go through. And then there was a big white circle on there. That circle is what they deem the safe zone. So at the end of, my camera up here is covering up the time. At the end of the timer, oh sorry, it's over here, this 3-minute timer right below the map, the gas is going to start moving in from the outside of the map. It's going to continue to move in for, I think it's about 2 minutes. When the timer is red over there, it means that the gas is moving in. That big circle that you saw on the map at the very beginning of the game, that is where the gas is going to stop for the first circle. And then it'll show another white circle where the safe zone is going to be, and it's going to continue to get smaller as the game progresses. So there are a lot of different strategies and tactics as you go. You see a lot of people, well, you see some people who will go outside of the circle and try and loot as much as they can because it's most of the time less populated area, and being able to go there and grab some loot, grab some money, grab some guns, just kind of get ready for when the circle starts to slim down and you're going to be in a smaller area with more players. Or you see people who will try and get straight to the middle of the circle and start to work there, maybe find a place to be able to hunker down for a little while so that they don't have to worry about getting caught in the gas, because the gas, as you stay in it, will slowly start to chip away in your health. And trust me, I've played this game way too many times to have not been killed multiple times in the gas, and that is probably one of the most infuriating things in this game, because you could have controlled that and nobody did anything to get you. You done got yourself.
Enemy launched an advanced UAV. We're exposed.
So it looks like once again Jude is able to start early in this match with one of those red doors. It's given him some decent loot. It's also given him
Gas moving in.
a good chunk of cash to start this match, but also a armor satchel. Aha! If you watch the first match, this was not the exact same building, but the same type of building that Jude rushed up into and was caught around the corner by somebody. They call them campers. Basically, they set up their tent right there and wait for somebody to run in front of them. And he was a little bit smarter this time and checked those corners and was able to conquer the building.
Enemy UAV overhead.
So as you see, Jude's gonna test his luck in the gulag again. He was bested by, it looked like somebody with a car that was able to peek around. There was a pretty good quick scope right there. Definitely somebody who was able to loot very well, because you could tell by they had only 2 lines on top of their health bar, which means that they had a special perk going on. So they had already bought their, which is a $10,000 thing, their loadout, and got it. So a little bit of a disadvantage, like I talked to you, of not having your loot or loadout.
You're up, soldier. Now go sort this fucker out.
Hit markers. Oh! It was a great play, just wasn't able to quite get their scope down sight. Right there. That is all right. Like we said, it's a game of, it's definitely a game of skill, it's definitely a game of strategy, but sometimes it's just a little bit of a game of luck too. Like, you were able to find somebody who probably got a good couple of legendary boxes there to start, was able to grab some good amount of money, buy their loadout, and it just puts you at a complete disadvantage. Oh, look at that. Didn't even see him there. He was completely prone. The guy ran into the room and didn't even see. Craziness. So it's one of the reasons why I love this game, but one of the reasons why this game can be very frustrating from time to time, because you never know what is going to happen. You never know what kind of loot you're going to get. Sometimes you just don't get great loot to start the game. Sometimes you get somebody who makes a fantastic shot and you're not able to pull off your gulag. And so for me at home, I just reload up into a new game. But for Jude, this was the second match for him, so I think he went out at 56. So that is the total points he's going to grab from it. And so we will have to, I think it usually probably takes a day for them to accumulate everybody's points and see where you finish on the leaderboard. So we will have to wait to find out that information. Yeah, so like we said, you never know what's going to happen. Warzone is a game of up and downs and all that kind of stuff. So Jude was eliminated fairly early in this match, but that is totally okay. It's week 1, like we talked about. No expectations. The bar is set there, and we'll see how we can continue to improve. So we did a little bit of math crunching. We were pretty sure 54 was where he came out there. So combined with that 35 from the first match, that'll end him with 89 total points. We'll obviously have to wait until the end of this match, and then when they accumulate and tally up everybody else's point and post it to see where they finish on the scoreboard. But it's kind of nice too with this point totals, because it's actually going to set a bar, and as the weeks continue to go, we just continue to chip away from that 89 and see how we progress, see how we continue to do as the season goes on. So I'm excited to see Jude get a little bit more practice in, all that kind of stuff, and see maybe some different strategies, some different loadouts, some different guns, whatever it may be. But we will be back in action. Well, Jude will be back in action for us next week, Wednesday at 5 o'clock for some Warzone solos. But before we sign off, we do want to remind you, tomorrow at 3 o'clock, we've got our gunfight team coming in, so you'll see a little bit more Call of Duty action. We've got Valorant following them up at 4 p.m. And then starting at 6 p.m., we've got our community gaming night. If you're around, you're local, you want to make the trip, whatever it is, starting at 6 p.m., the Esports Center is open to our community. Come in, have fun with us. We're going to have some players here. We're going to have some students here. Come and get to know them. I'll be hanging out. We'll have lots of fun here, lots of different things to do, some board games, some PC setup. Our PlayStation will be here. Our Nintendo will be here. Lots of fun stuff going up on the TVs. But we just want to have a lot of fun with you. Join us online if you're not able to be in person with us. And let's make this community gaming night the first of many that are going to be just an enormous amount of fun. So check out our social medias if you've not followed them already. We are GHC Esports on everything, all lowercase, no spaces, GHC Esports. Follow us on all of that. You're going to see on our social medias coming out here pretty soon some of the finals for our games, some of the standings, all that kind of stuff. We're really excited to see what this program has already done in the first 3 days of the season and what's going to continue to come. So tomorrow, 3 p.m., we'll see you back here on Twitch for some Call of Duty Gunfight, some Valorant at 4, and then our community gaming night starting at 6 p.m. We will see you there. Good night, guys.